The 1932 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny is far more than just a simple cent. It is a rich historical artifact that connects us to a critical era of American history, the Great Depression, minted at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark. This coin has grown to become one of the more desirable wheat pennies among collectors and historians. Its $7,600 market value today reflects not just its scarcity and age, but the deeper narrative it holds. The 1932 wheat penny emerged during a time of economic uncertainty, when the United States was grappling with widespread unemployment and financial hardship. Because of this, coin production was significantly reduced, and fewer coins were minted. Compared to other years, as a result, well-preserved examples are extremely rare today. The fact that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, the oldest and most prestigious mint in the country, is further prestige to its legacy. The absence of a mint mark on the obverse, which was typical for Philadelphia at the time, makes it unique in its subtlety. Its design, which features the bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of his birth. The reverse of the coin shows two stalks of wheat, symbolizing abundance and prosperity, an ironic contrast to the financial hardship during the early 1930s, crafted primarily from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The coin weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Its reddish-brown tone can vary depending on the environment and conditions in which it has been stored, with uncirculated or red mint state examples being especially valuable. What truly elevates the value of the 1932 wheat penny is its survival rate in pristine condition. Over time, many of these coins were lost, damaged, or worn down through circulation, making mint state examples extraordinarily rare. PCGs and NGC, the two premier coin grading companies, have awarded high grades MS65 and above to only a handful of known 1932 no-mint mark wheat pennies. These high-grade examples command premium prices at auctions and private sales, sometimes exceeding the $7,600 benchmark depending on demand. Some error coins from this year, including off-center strikes or doubled dies, can be even more valuable. The allure of the 1932 wheat penny is amplified by its role in numismatic history. It acts as a bridge between the early Lincoln wheat cent issues and the later World War II wear coins, reflecting the economic and political tension of the time. In 1932, Franklin D. Roosevelt would soon be elected president, ushering in the New Deal and a wave of national reforms. But at the time this penny circulated, Americans were clinging to hope, and every penny counted. Owning such a coin today is not just about monetary investment, though that certainly plays a major part, but also about owning a slice of that turbulent yet transformative history. Collectors who possess the 1932 Lincoln wheat penny often preserve it in protective capsules or archival flips, aware of the delicate balance between copper's vulnerability to environmental elements and its historical importance. Many top collectors consider this coin a must-have for completing a full set of wheat pennies from 1909 to 1958. Interestingly, 1932 is also a crucial year for other collectible U.S. coin denominations, like the 1932D in 1932's Washington quarters, making it a golden year for rare coin collectors. Adding to its mystique, stories circulate in numismatic communities about people finding this coin in old piggy banks, attics, or inherited collections, turning what looked like a dusty old penny into a life-changing asset. The thrill of finding a 1932 wheat penny in excellent condition is akin to unearthing buried treasure, especially when collectors realize the potential value it holds today. If you come across one, it's crucial to have it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its true worth, even in lower circulated grades. The 1932 no-mint mark penny can still fetch hundreds of dollars, but mint state examples are where its value truly soars. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stacks Bowers have reported strong demand for rare 1930s wheat pennies in recent years, and the 1932 version consistently stands out. With the growing popularity of coin collecting, fueled by social media and YouTube influencers, rare coins like this are receiving renewed attention. Channels like Numismatic Market, BC Coins World, Andrea Coins Dealer frequently highlight such treasures, educating the public about the hidden gems in everyday change. In terms of design, the coin is a tribute to Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB became infamous when they were initially placed prominently on the reverse of the 1909 edition and later discreetly returned beneath Lincoln's shoulder. Brenner's depiction of Lincoln was the first time a U.S. president had appeared on circulating coinage. The choice of wheat on the reverse designed by Brenner as well represented American agricultural strength and unity.
Ow!
Two values that were vital during the Depression. Today, the 1932 wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's a conversation starter, a piece of American soul minted in copper. Whether passed down through generations or discovered in a forgotten box, its legacy continues to captivate collectors. As more people enter the numismatic world, coins like the 1932 no-mint mark penny grow even more cherished, both for their tangible value and the intangible stories they carry. If you are fortunate enough to own this coin, treasure it not just as a $7,600 asset, but as a symbol of American endurance and historical memory. Next up, the 1970 no-mint mark quarter. Dollar is a fascinating piece of American coinage that holds both numismatic value and historical significance. Struck during a transitional era in U.S. history, this coin has gained notable attention among collectors for its subtle yet crucial characteristics. Although it may seem like just another Washington quarter at first glance, the 1970 no-mint mark variety carries with it a unique story of evolution, national symbolism, and collector intrigue. With an estimated market value of $700 in top-graded condition, this quarter is far more than loose change. It's a tangible remnant of a pivotal decade. The obverse of the 1970 quarter features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, first President of the United States, designed by John Flanagan. This design has adorned the quarter since 1932 and was originally created to honor the bicentennial of Washington's birth. The inscription Liberty is boldly placed above his head, while the national motto In God We Trust is displayed to the left of his profile. The date 1970 sits below Washington's neckline, indicating the year of minting. Notably, there is no mint mark under the date, which confirms that this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the only U.S. mint branch at the time. That did not use a mint mark for quarters. On the reverse side, the coin continues to reflect national pride with a heraldic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing military preparedness, while two olive branches beneath the arrows represent the nation's desire for peace. The words United States of America appear above the eagle. An E pluribus, unum, Latin for out of many, one is etched between the eagle's wings. The denomination quarter dollar is displayed prominently at the bottom. The classic design remained unchanged for decades, making subtle date and mint mark variations like the 1970 no mint mark all the more significant. In terms of composition, the 1970 quarter is a clad coin containing an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This composition replaced the 90% silver standard in 1965, making the 1970 quarter one of the early full production clad issues. It weighs 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and a reeded edge. Its durability and metallic stability have ensured that many have survived in circulation, but very few have done so in pristine condition. The 1970 no mint mark quarter does not have a large number of striking errors or dramatic varieties, like some other coins, yet its value is driven by a combination of historical timing, scarcity in higher grades, and growing collector demand. Coins from the early 1970s are now over 5 decades old, and most have been heavily circulated, leaving only a fraction in uncirculated or gem mint state. This rarity and condition greatly influences its market value. High-grade examples certified by reputable grading agencies like NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company or PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service can fetch up to $700 or more. Depending on quality and eye appeal, Additionally, the 1970 no mint mark quarter is important from a historical perspective. The 1970s were a period of economic change, political unrest, and societal transformation in America. War protests to the expansion of civil rights, this decade reshaped the national identity. Coins minted during this period serve as small, enduring artifacts of that era. The 1970 quarter, specifically, was produced in the final years before a shift in quarter design aesthetics, paving the way for bicentennial coins and eventually the 50-state quarters program. Collectors also value the 1970 no mint mark quarter for its clean design and crisp strike. Despite being a clad coin, some examples exhibit remarkable luster and sharp details when preserved properly. These coins often come from original bank rolls or mint sets, and their high-quality condition makes them appealing to both beginner and advanced collectors. The lack of a mint mark also adds to its desirability, creating a distinction from coins minted in Denver D or San Francisco S, where the mint marks clearly indicate origin. One particularly interesting aspect of the 1970 no mint mark quarter is the subtle differences in die varieties, although they are lesser known among general collectors. Some examples have minor doubling visible on the lettering or date. It can significantly enhance their value to specialists. These varieties are rare, but can turn an already desirable coin into a true numismatic treasure. The coin's journey through history also adds emotional and intellectual appeal. In a time before digital currency, cards, or contactless payments, coins like the 1970 quarter passed through the hands of everyday Americans, used for payphones, vending machines, and bus rides. These coins helped build small moments in the lives of millions, making them not just currency, but carriers of memories and culture. For collectors, owning such a coin is like owning a piece of living history. When evaluating the value of a 1970 no mint mark quarter, it's crucial to consider its grade, toning, luster, and strike quality. Coins with full original mint luster, no contact marks, and sharp design details, often graded MS65 or higher, can command prices well above average, like chin natural toning. Especially rainbow or gold hues caused by storage in older holders or coin albums can increase collector demand and raise auction prices. Additionally, coins with unique provenance or inclusion in prominent collections have been known to achieve premium valuations in auction markets and collector forums. The 1970 no mint mark quarter frequently appears in discussions as one of the most undervalued Cladera coins, especially when found in gem condition. Coin dealers often report that buyers seeking to complete typesets or full-year mint mark collections consider this quarter a key piece. Moreover, as more collectors begin to focus on clad coins, the appreciation for pieces like the 1970 quarter is likely to rise, potentially increasing its market value over time. For those fortunate enough to find one in pocket change or an old coin jar, it's worth examining closely. Although circulated coins usually fetch lower prices, sharp examples with minimal wear can still carry respectable value. If you believe you found a high-grade specimen, sending it for professional grading is a wise decision. Certified coin not only ensures authenticity and condition, but also boosts resale value and appeal to serious buyers. From a long-term investment perspective, coins like the 1970 no mint mark quarter offer stable growth potential. Unlike modern high mintage coins that flood the market, earlier clad quarters with limited pristine survivors are gradually becoming more elusive. Their combination of historical significance, aesthetic design, and affordability makes them a smart entry point for new collectors and a worthy addition to seasoned portfolios. In conclusion, the 1970 no mint mark quarter dollar is a subtle yet significant coin with an enduring legacy. Its ties to American history, rarity, in uncirculated condition, and classic design make it highly collectible. The market value of $700 for high-grade examples. It stands as a hidden gem in the world of U.S. coinage. Whether you're a lifelong numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, this coin represents a compelling blend of artistry, history, and value. Next up, the 1981 D Mint Mark Quarter. Dollar is one of the most fascinating coins from the modern U.S. Mint era. While it might seem like just another common quarter from the early 1980s, it actually holds a unique place in American numismatic history due to its Denver minting, rich background, and increasing value in today's collector market. At first glance, the coin seems ordinary, bearing the familiar visage of George Washington, but its value lies deeper in the mint mark, condition, mintage numbers, and collector demand. Today, depending on condition, grading, and rarity, the 1981 D quarter can reach a market value of up to $900, especially in uncirculated or high-grade certified conditions. Let's explore the full story behind this intriguing coin. The obverse front of the 1981 D Washington quarter features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This portrait has remained a staple on U.S. quarters since 1932, honoring the nation's first president. Around the image are the inscriptions Liberty at the top, In God We Trust to the left of the portrait, and the date 1981 centered at the bottom. The small D mint mark is found to the right of Washington's ponytail, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. The reverse back of the coin features the heraldic eagle design, a proud bald eagle with wings outstretched, clutching a bundle of arrows with an olive branch below, symbolizing strength and peace. This design was used from 1932 to 1998, after which the state quarters program began. In terms of composition, the 1981D quarter is a clad coin, made of a copper-nickel alloy over a solid copper core. It weighs 5.67 grams, has a 24.3 millimeters diameter, and features a reeded edge. While not composed of silver, these quarters have become more sought after due to their age, condition rarity, and the gradual disappearance of high-quality specimens from circulation. When it comes to mintage, over 500 million of the 1981D quarters were produced, making it a high-mintage coin at the time. However, what makes it increasingly rare and valuable today is that the vast majority of these coins were used in circulation and subjected to wear and damage. Great examples, those that have never been circulated or were preserved in mint sets, are far less common. Many collectors seek out MS-65 mint state and above coins, which are highly valued and command premium prices. Finding a 1981D quarter in gem, uncirculated condition, especially one with strong luster and strike, is a difficult task today, making such specimens quite valuable. Another factor that boosts the value of the Y981D quarter is era coins. Like many other coins from this era, a small number of 1981D quarters were struck with notable minting errors, including off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchettes, and broad strikes. These errors can raise a coin's value significantly, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the mistake. For example, an off-center 1981D quarter data that still retains full digits of the date and mint mark can easily sell for several $100s, especially if it's in uncirculated condition. Coin's grading is crucial in determining its true value. Professional grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company authenticate and grade coins based on strict standards. A 1981D quarter graded MS-65 or higher by PCGS or NGC can command $100 to $900 depending on eye appeal, luster, strike quality, and market demand. Quarters that feature full details, particularly on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, are especially desirable. In contrast, worn coins in circulated condition usually only fetch face value, unless they have a rare error. From a historical perspective, the 1981D quarter represents a transitional period in U.S. coinage. It was minted just before the U.S. Mint shifted toward the commemorative coin programs, such as the 50-state quarters launched in 1999. Thus, the 1981D stands as one of the last traditional quarters to be mass-produced with the classic eagle reverse before the modern era of coin. Collecting redefined what people looked for in their change. For this reason, it's not just a piece of currency, but a snapshot of American minting history. The collector market for modern coins has seen an explosion in interest, particularly among younger collectors and new hobbyists. The internet, social media, and online auction platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and Stax Bowers have brought renewed attention to coins like the 1981 D quarter. These platforms frequently showcase high-grade or error-filled examples that sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Stories of lucky individuals finding valuable coins in pocket change continue to fuel public interest and make coins like the 1981 D quarter more desirable. Another reason for this quarter's rising value is nostalgia and generational collecting. Many collectors today began collecting as children in the 1980s or early 1990s, and they now have the resources to invest in premium-grade coins from their youth. The 1981 D quarter, being part of this era, resonates strongly with collectors seeking to complete date mint mark sets or find pristine examples of coins that were part of their everyday life decades ago, while its face value is only 25 cents. The 1981 D quarter has become a sleeper gem in the world of modern U.S. coin collecting. Whether it's because of its history, condition rarity, mint errors, or sentimental value, this quarter holds a special place among collectors and investors alike. As more and more high-grade examples are taken off the market and stored in private collections, the supply of mint-state coins continues to shrink. This increasing scarcity, coupled with growing demand, has resulted in the current market value peaking around $900 for top-tier examples. In conclusion, the 1981 D mint mark quarter dollar is a remarkable piece that reflects both the legacy of American coinage and the evolving interests of modern numismatists. With its classic design, rich historical background, error potential, and rising market value, this quarter is more than just pocket change. It's a symbol of a bygone era and a potentially profitable collectible. If you're fortunate enough to find a well-preserved 1981 D quarter in your collection or pocket change, consider having it graded. You might just be holding a coin worth hundreds of dollars or possibly up to $900. For collectors, enthusiasts, and casual coin hunters alike, the 1981 D quarter remains a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered.